And we are live, and there's a camera directly in the path of us. You got a blue camera.
It's
a
fine.
blue
It's only covering the table. It's fine. If it were covering this behemoth of a monstrosity, this thing right here, there would be a problem. But it's not. See, it's not a problem at all. It's just covering the table.
There's
so
a
get over
problem
it.
with rule of thirds. You didn't put them in the frame properly.
I'm working on it. I have like 15 cameras to put up.
So
you're gonna deal with the rule of thirds here in a second.
So we welcome to new studio that Glitch has been working on, that we're still working on.
Yeah, I only started working on it like 3 days ago. There's lots of stuff that's actually really good to it.
There's new good things and there's new bad things.
Yeah. It's still woefully incomplete, but it's in enough working order right now.
We're going to need to figure out how the entry rules might need to be more clear for some people. I don't know. We're dumb.
The only reason why it wasn't
we're dumb.
The only reason why it wasn't clear for you the first time is because you were set in spectator mode.
Yeah. But maybe we should make it, if you click the red button, it should read the rules. It should say that.
It does say that on it.
If you click the red button?
I have debated putting on the red button a soundbite that just says you didn't read.
Yeah.
No, just put
Yeah, one of my worlds did that. If you didn't click the right things after reading the rules, it would just
kicks you out. And I want that system as well, but I don't know that the logic still works.
It's like
we can probably make it.
It's easy. It's just you just change the world focus.
Yeah. Because it specifically says read the rules.
Don't click the red button.
Yeah, don't click the red button. But people will keep clicking the red button.
It's a fucking
which shows
red button.
Nobody here reads the rules.
It's a red button. You give them a red button, they hit red button.
I know. That is why it is there.
Even if you say don't click the red button, furries click the red button.
Yeah, they're going to be like, what does it do?
It launches a nuke at your home.
Yeah.
All right, so where Def is having issues, I guess he's going to be here momentarily, but he's having issues.
Def is still setting up little bits and pieces. I've already cleared him for one of the colliders so that he's able to enter the green room once he's all set and able to come in. I'll give him the door code. He can pop down to the green room, spawn out everything that he needs, and then he'll be able to bring it up.
Yeah. So what happened today? For me, I went to my grandfather's 80th birthday party and saw all my extended family again.
I don't know there's somebody older than you.
I have family. So
that's the excuse they all use.
So I went to my grandfather's birthday party. It's my last grandparent that's still alive, so cherished grandparent. But went there and had some time, had some beer, and made a fire. I lit stuff on fire.
Lit the grandfather on fire.
They didn't light the grandfather.
It was a good time. The grandfather laughed.
This is your grandpa. This is your grandpa on fire.
Sometimes you need to tan them so that the flesh isn't wrinkled.
Yeah, so
there we go. Good rule of thirds. Did I do it good?
You're a bastard.
I mean, it's good on my ears. But the so did all that, and then I had some lovely conversations with my parents' friends about conventions and being nerds, and just being a furry, but talking to the older generation, and you're just like, yeah, we go to furry conventions, and now instead of what's that, they go, oh yeah, that's what they call it now.
Yeah,
there's the no now. They just know, like, oh yeah, you go to those.
Yeah, no. It's the oh, that's what they call it now type of thing is the best response, because then it means that you are talking to your people.
Yeah, I mean, she's a.
If I had tried to talk to my grandparents and say that, they would have been like, oh no, you're one of them.
No, this is my mothers and like friends like growing up. They're
Yeah.
they're nerds. They're super nerds. Like they love Star Wars. They go camping. They're like if you can have a nerdy talk with them and they'll have like a nerdy talk back. But
In,
they're the
in,
older
like,
generation of nerds. Or
in
they're
like
probably like
2
60s.
months,
Okay.
you're probably going to like end up meeting my dad at Anthrocon. I'm not going to like point him out at all, but you'll probably find him.
And just be like, oh, that's
Um,
Glitch's dad. No.
Yeah, no. Like one of the funniest things with it. I still will always remember. My first FurCon that I had gone to, Anthrocon 2013. It was me, a friend, and my dad was there as a chaperone because we were both not 18 yet. So as we're there, we're walking around, and I have the fun moment of sitting back like I'm finally home, and then realizing my dad is here. There's grown men scritching in public. There's a fur pile going on. There's people in the corner of the like right outside of the bridge, right in the corner next to it, opposite side is Con Ops. There's just people playing an adult card game, and I'm like, oh no. And I look over at my dad, and his eyes are wide, and he's looking around. I'm like, oh no.
Oh no.
He's gonna see things I don't want him to see. And I'm like, look, Dad, before you make any judgments. And he goes, shut the fuck up. If you see a guy about this tall, black hair, smells like hoagies, we lost him in high school, he might be here. And he runs away.
That's so good. That's so good.
And so I'm like, okay, cool, it's fine.
Say it again. What was the description? If you see a guy about this tall,
Yeah, he's like, shut the fuck up if you see a guy about this tall, black hair, smells like hoagies. We lost him in high school, he might be here. And he runs away to look for this guy.
did he? No. Then the story. Did he find him?
No,
Did
not
he?
to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge.
Yeah, I told.
Hey guys,
Woo.
I think I have a dilemma here. I don't see something that I think I'm supposed to see.
They're having the issues again. We're all dumb.
Woo! Hello.
Which creature here is deaf? Because I have no.
I think he's. I
place.
think
I'm still in the.
he's in the spawn area. He doesn't understand how the rules work.
Is it the button?
You hit the big red button, didn't you?
Did you click the red button?
I don't think so.
Good. Don't click the red button.
Don't
Do you
click the
not
red
see?
button.
I found out where I was supposed to click, so I'm good.
Yes,
There you
see,
go.
people are smart.
Yeah, but we're furries.
just-
Most of us are dumb.
Hey, I'm supposed to be
It's
the
not-
dumb one here.
I'm assuming it's right there.
So you should see the welcome to Context Plus before you come in.
Just
There's a few
I'm
rules.
just a
Yeah, I
guy.
don't see the Context
I'm
Plus
just a
part.
guy in a shirt.
Okay.
Clicking the logo is so
In that case, then
it's so funny. That's like
separate wrong.
it's so funny that's how like we set it up, and I love it. But it took me a second. Even I'm gonna check it out. I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
there's a logo there.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh wait,
Cool. And then I turn back around and look
is
at the
it like
button. I'm
really
like, don't
tiny or
click. I'm like,
something?
no, it's a fairly large thing.
Matt, tell me you didn't click it.
All right.
I did not click the button.
So while they are doing that over there, I'm going to continue with a little bit of the talking to the older nerd. So I started telling her about the Blue Angel story. Like, yeah, we like furry cons, like fun stuff happens. Like we like the Blue Angels, and then the moment
Yeah, that one's you.
she was
Sorry,
telling me,
I forgot which camera I had up.
yeah, you're just walking in front of it.
There, do you
Yeah,
see
just don't let
the
me,
black box still over there, or
What?
is the button gone?
The button's gone.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I was telling her about that, right? And then she's like, oh, you're not supposed to drink with
Huh?
them. They had to fly. They have to fly in the morning.
it's
and
still
I'm like,
not
no, I
completed
was
yet.
I was responsible for them. Touching
I
wingtips.
was responsible for them.
Also, deaf.
In
Yeah?
their
If
defense,
you're
I
going to
was
be
responsible
spawning out,
for
like,
them.
pictures, videos,
But
you
everything
still-
like that.
You still
This is
caused
the path down to the green.
inadvertently caused an accident that could have cost a
Okay.
life.
It's fine. They only touched wingtips.
Okay.
they only
They
only
landed.
touched wingtips. Somebody found that wingtip and probably took it. It's probably framed somewhere.
It probably fell in the river.
Like, It fell in the one of the Great Lakes.
Alright,
They
let me
found it. That's why it's on the news.
Okay.
No, it was on the news because they diverted their flight path to buzz the hotel.
That too, but they found the wingtip in Lake Superior.
Did they?
Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. They only touched a little bit.
they only
Yeah,
touched
they
tips
only
a little.
touch a little. They only touch tips because of the chalice of death.
Yeah, which do I
Didn't have a name until that
Oh.
night.
It was coined by the Air
Yeah.
Force, which makes it
Do-
so much better.
Do I go to when we go to AC? Do I bring a chalice of death and bring the mix that what killed them?
Yeah, but I'm not
Maybe.
gonna drink it.
It's only 50/50 Monster Energy and Knob Creek 120 proof 9-year.
Wait, Knob Creek?
Knob Creek
you mean-
bourbon.
Oh wait, what's the? Hello?
Yeah, he's got a video playing.
What the?
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
hearing
We can hear your video.
I'm hearing an F-16 boot up.
Yeah, so yeah, Knob Creek 9-year 120 proof is what I mixed Monster Energy with in a liter chalice.
Isn't that what like? Have you seen the meme going around about Gonster?
No.
Gonster, no. I'm familiar with Borgs and Adios motherfuckers.
Adios, motherfuckers. What is that, Marbello mixed with
No, okay,
diabetes?
so an Adios motherfucker is like a trash can, but more like strong.
Huh.
It's not at the 100% levels of stuff. I'd still say some of the 100%er types of things, for like 100% you're going to be fucked up, is the Borg.
See, with me and
The Borg.
Yeah,
alcohol,
it's-
it just makes me tired. Like I'll get really fucked and like woo, but then I get really tired. Like
Yeah.
I can't do like I have the desire to do things, but I don't have the energy. So mixing the caffeine with it
Yeah,
murders
alcohol
me.
is a depressant.
Yeah, so mixing the caffeine with it murders me.
Yeah.
When you're mixing antidepressant and depressant together, and your body's like,
No,
"Ah,
you're
guess
mixing a
I'll die."
stimulant with a depressant. Your body doesn't know what to do, so if you have heart problems, it will cause your heart to probably enter fibrillation because it'll freak out, and if you might actually need the defibrillator.
It's when you chug a 5-hour energy and you throw a handful of Benadryl in your throat and you make them fight. Will you be awake or asleep?
You are both.
You go into a different dimension for sure.
Yeah.
Your corpse decides that this realm is no longer worth living in.
As Easton says, alcohol and caffeine sound like a horrible combination. It is.
They are.
It's a problem. The problem is that if you don't have the heart problems and you can actually stomach that, the issue turns into the fact that when you're drunk, you're a child, and that you just think about what you want to do, and it's usually destructive. But you don't have the energy to do it, so you don't do it because you're like, it's so much effort, don't want to do that. But you're like, you have the desire, you have the thinky brain that goes, yeah, I'm gonna do, I want to do this. But when you're on caffeine, you're like, this is the most amazing idea in the world, I'm going to do it right now. And that's when you end up having all of the hotel's chairs on the roof.
Yes.
Okay, I feel like this. Okay, sorry. This sounds like it has a story. I need to hear it right now.
That's just a common as fuck thing. One of the ones that's a story. Okay, was it the final year Furpak was in the one hotel, or was it Rainforest that had the elevator plants?
I don't know.
So
I don't remember elevator plants at Furpak,
like
so
the
it might have been
I
Rainforest.
think it was Rainforest because I think it was the final year for Rainforest, like before it was like, yeah, no, you're finally done. You know those giant plant pots that are like 80 pounds for the pot itself, and then have
Yes.
like giant ferns and ficuses and things like that in them? Yeah, people kept taking their button, and then after the elevator would come, they would shove the plant into the elevator, click a button, and get out. And so these plants were just going to different floors. Like the elevators would keep opening up, doors open, leaves sprawl out, and you're like, I can't fit. I need to get the other one. And then the doors close, you wait for the next one opens, it's a whole bunch more plants. You're like, God damn it. And then it closes, opens up, and it's just Mersuit.
Oh my
You're like,
gosh.
done.
Okay, but like the plants thing, that's not even just a drunk thing. I would do that sober.
Yeah, no, it's great.
You tell me like, hey, let's go put a 80-pound plant in the elevator. I'd be like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, let's go.
My
But,
dad is the one. My dad is the one that threw all the chairs on the roof. He did that. Because all right, my dad likes to golf and he has a lot of friends. And you know what you do when you go golfing, right?
You drive carts around.
What's the order of operations for anyone that goes golfing?
So I stand by the new current thing for why a golf course has 18 holes, and it's because you take 18 portions of the bottle.
Yeah, so what you do, what he does, like his thing, he drives there, cracks open a beer. Checks in with his tea time, cracks open another beer. Gets in the cart, cracks open a beer, and every hole is like another beer.
So Def's avatar is like a little bit chubby, and it just came from that side. So as you're talking, he just came over with like the pose of "Mommy, I threw up."
So
I don't have a camera facing that direction. We can't see him.
But yeah, he cracks open so many beers.
Def's all set, he says.
Yeah, so like we go down like he goes and golfs the 18 holes, but what he does after the 18 holes of drinking a beer every hole, at least one beer every hole, he goes to the bar.
Oh.
And then he drinks there. And then he goes to where he's staying, which is usually a hotel when he's going somewhere else. So he drunk drives to his hotels usually, because that's what you do. Don't do it.
You
kids.
don't do that.
It,
You do not do that.
Don't do it, kids. But here's what he does. I remember him back in the day, and me being a little child in the backseat of his little coupe car, his little blue Cavalier, right? And then he'd always have a pack of Bud Lights underneath. Go, pass me a Bud, pass me a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm like 5 in the back seat, just like, okay, here's a beer. So
I mean, at least he's following a rule of you're not allowed to have an open container within arm's reach. So
it's behight the driver's seat. You could just you could reach it. Though he's just easier to have the child pass it to you.
What else? What other reason do you have a child for? But Alexas and things didn't exist first.
Why else do you have a child? Glitch. There's many reasons why.
The beer passer.
That's just one of the perks.
It's a beer passer. But so
yeah,
him and his so my dad and his friends, right, were at a hotel nearby where actually they my dad lives. I forgot why they went to the hotel. Probably because they were drunk and my mom didn't want him at the house. So he was at this hotel. Him and his friends are all at this hotel, and they were all drunk from golfing. They all have the same order of operations. So they're all drunk from golfing. They go to the hotel, and it was like somewhat in the off season, so it was not many people there. They started messing with every chair around the pool, threw a few on the roof, blocked things. They went to the sign that had those plastic
I'm
pictures.
in the middle of something. I have audio.
Your audio is full on mute. Mute Def.
Yeah. So they had those signs, right, that you can like change the letters on. and it said like
Yeah,
every night.
like the little vinyl
Yeah,
ones where you like
they-
peel
you
off the letters and slap them
yeah,
back.
you click them in, and it said like a reasonable rate, like $40 a night or something like that. Like, oh, $40 a night, and then they messed with the sign. And they rearranged it so it said like $500 a night or something like that. And they just kept changing it. And then when they finally passed out and went to bed and they woke up and saw the damage that they did throughout the entire hotel, they just checked out and left.
Yeah.
Oh my
you-
gosh.
Wordlessly. You don't let them know that you did it. They probably know, but don't let them know.
Yeah, just leave. So that sign, first of all, I don't know how long the chairs were on the roof, but the sign apparently didn't get changed for 3 months.
Oh no.
Nobody noticed.
Nobody decided, hey, something's wrong.
Yeah, nobody noticed. Drunk
Maybe.
shenanigans. Just drunk shenanigans. Anyhow, as we're talking drunk shenanigans, Def is there going to be talking about his Japanigans, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Anakin, get the Japanigan. I have a planikin.
He's got things. He's got show and tell.
Yeah, Matter needs to camera properly.
Oh, camera, where? Where are you standing? I can't.
He's
Oh.
behind you.
I need to
dingus.
make another camera for this. Okay, fine. Here, just take my.
He's got
Hold on,
everything
I
put
didn't
in
know you
boxes.
actually are bringing boxes,
It's
so
show
now
and
I gotta set up
tell.
another camera.
He came.
No,
He hasn't unpacked since he came back from Japan. He's gotta find
he,
this stuff.
he ate a lot,
Is it a fucking
and now he's
PowerPoint
unpacking.
presentation?
It is.
It's PDFs, but yes.
Okay, close enough. It's a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
All right.
Resonate handles
No,
whatever you want it to
hold on.
handle.
I need
so it's
to.
good.
I need to create a. Do I just make a camera view that is for this angle here, like
Yeah.
both of these angles in case we want to have? I need to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a lot of work to do.
Yes, you do.
Why did we do this?
Why did me and Lydia did most of this for the past 3 days.
I mean, I appreciate it. Really,
Yeah.
honestly, truthfully.
It's
Hold on, I
also
need to,
heavily under construction. This probably won't be the background that we use entirely. This
I like
is
the
still
background.
it's still the test textures for the tables, so it's like
Are you?
2.5
you
to
dead,
3
Newt?
textures.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
Newt
Newt is dead.
Newt's not
Yeah,
even
he's-
here. Newt's at
he's
work,
sleeping.
so that's a rag doll that I put in his
I mean,
chair.
look at this dude.
I mean, it's hard to tell that it's not really new because-
yeah, it's hard to tell that it's not him
because he's
because it's his avatar.
it's
But,
that, and that's what he would be doing, complaining about his neck.
Yeah,
Does he vibrate that much that often though?
He's not vibrating.
he's not
for me.
vibrating on our end.
He's vibrating slightly for me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I know he might complain like, why do you have me out here? I needed to set him out here so that we actually have like a Newt-sized thing for the cameras. So I'm
Also,
like, I'll
because
also
we needed
just
to make
leave
sure that
this here
the
as a
chair
placeholder.
worked. Because his
Yeah.
chair is arguably bigger than everybody else's
Yes.
chair.
Yeah,
We can confirm
I'll
this chair
scoot
is good.
I'll scoot him out of it for a moment. His chair is larger. We made one chair that is Newt-sized.
Wait! I want you. Can you reset his pose? Do it one more time.
Yeah. So I also get big too, and now my butt is gonna have a small chair, but that's fine. He's got a
That's
bigger
fine. You're
ass.
not big enough.
Yeah.
You can suffer from anal asphyxiation.
I'm gonna
What?
put my butt on you.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Anyway, DefHammer,
Well,
how's
that
it going? I know.
Yeah.
That was the funny part.
That's the gayest thing I've
Um,
heard you say.
Yeah, because it was comical.
All right. Let me make sure
You'll
my
see-
audio is set.
You'll see my butt later.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to see yours.
Oh, butt.
That
All
doesn't
right.
make it any better.
So I basically took a month, and I'm going to compress it as short as quickly. So I'm going to move quick.
You have like 30 minutes.
Okay.
Do we need to
So,
make a timer?
I'm watching. Anyways, first week.
Your mic's
things were-
switching around again.
Your mic almost
is?
sounds like
Sounds
you're
distant.
almost like on the other side of the room level of distant.
How about now?
It's good there.
You're slightly closer.
All right, give me a second.
Multiple input
Um,
problems.
I'm calling this show right, and I'm calling the other one show left.
All right, I got.
That sounds better. That sounds like
Yeah.
that sounds like you're not across the room.
I need.
Oh,
There we go. Now it's working.
Yeah, now you're not across
Yeah,
the room.
yeah, it should be.
All right, cool. So, hello everyone. This is DefHammer, and I'm here to talk about my Japan trip. So,
I love. Sorry, non sequitur. The back of your head's to this camera. Sorry, continue.
Okay. So, long story short, it was eventful. So I was able to get in. Let me tell you the first thing you need to be aware of. So when I got on the plane heading to Japan, my first.
Well, you're cutting out. You're cutting out a lot. Like your noise gate sounds wrong.
How about now?
Maybe.
Good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Give us more words than how about now.
Yeah.
All right, testing. How about I'll keep talking. So this is the first lunch on the plane. Here. It was okay, but
Make sure
But
you
it
didn't have
was-
the fish.
no, we didn't have the. I did not. They did not. They don't do fish on the plane these days. This was, I think,
not since the incident of airplane.
yeah. So yeah.
Which incident specifically?
Airplane.
That or in,
Oh, I get.
have you
I
ever
know which
have
one.
you ever been to a Turkish prison?
Oh my
Have you ever-
gosh!
ever seen a,
That's all you needed to say. That's all you needed to say.
You ever see a grown man naked?
you ever see a grown man? Gosh dang it!
You like basketball?
You like basketball?
Anyhow.
Anyways,
So anyway, once we, I went through, I think about a 10 to 12 hour flight. I think it was. We landed, and here comes the half mile to 3/4 mile walk you have to do to walk through the terminal. So this is an example of what the delivery side looks like. It's just corridors and bathrooms. That's it. And then you get to the customs, and then they have you zigzag line back and forth across the room to basically as a massive line for customs. You're supposed to sign a couple of forms. These days, if you introductory email, they'll tell you letter of intent basically and a custom sign that basically.
You're cutting out again.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I think it's your
Testing
internet
now?
this time, Chief.
Yeah.
really?
And something's going wrong. Like
Mid talking, and it was just like.
you sound great, and then you start and we can't hear you exactly.
He's gonna have to
Okay, I
pantomime
think-
in desktop.
Right?
Okay, all right. Is it working correctly now? I think I know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's sounding
so-
okay at the moment. We can see and judge you later about it.
Okay. So anyway, we make it so basically prepare to go about 2 hours of walking lines and wading through customs. Then once you get near the end, be prepared to get your face taken and your fingerprints taken. They sure as hell do not want you. They sure as hell want to know who you are when you enter.
Yes.
All right. So once you get through customs, you'll want to pick up a money card. The one I used was Welcome Sika, which is very useful for the transit system because then you just scan and go. So you can buy a
Metro card.
it's a Metro card, but it also could be used as any form of it also can be used as money for vendors that accept the IC card. So which is really nice. They last about 28 days, exactly 4 weeks. So you can see how they build you how long they want you in the country. So you get that, you can purchase it at the airport terminal. If you're going to Haneda, my recommendation is the Welcome Suite. Anyway, continuing on. Once we got that, I had to wait for a friend, waited for the friend, and then we tried to navigate the metro system. it was kind of a shit show. In this case, because we didn't know exactly how it works, the hint is you just get on the train and you just ride it straight. Because
Just go.
while they're
You just go.
yeah, you just go. There's a bunch of branches, but it only happens, I believe, on the way back. I made the mistake of jumping off and on at different stations multiple times, making sure we were in the correct direction. So by the time of waiting for my friend, getting through customs, and all that, we got out about like 7, 8, and then we got to the hotel at about 10. But at least I got a nice view of Tokyo Skytree from here.
Oh, cool. Is there anybody in chat? Can you see this good enough? Do I need to make it get the camera closer? Please.
I can make
Please let me know.
I can make this a little larger if that helps.
Do you want to make it a little larger?
Will that work?
Just
or does it need to be bigger?
do a little.
Here,
You're not scaling it. I don't think if you. I don't think you
bringing it
can.
closer to you.
Yeah. You just dragged it closer to your face.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. If you can
Yeah,
enlarge
that
it,
right there.
would be
That's good.
Depth
Yeah,
perception.
right there's good.
That's
All
perfect.
right.
That's perfect.
Perception.
Depth perception.
Yeah, I don't have depth perception in desktop mode. Anyway,
Unfortunate.
yeah. So anyway, once we did that, we turned in for the night, and then we went to the river in the morning and saw the cherry blossoms that ran along the river.
Oh, cherry trees.
So here's the
blossom
river
trees.
with the cherry blossom trees going straight down. This is, and then a couple days later, I did something that was related to Buddhists. I'm going to skip through that so we're not too long. And then we went to one of the Japanese imperial gardens, and then here was more sakura trees.
Ooh.
And a lot of people. I both liked it and hated it. The sakura trees were nice, but it was kind of annoying dealing with a bunch of people.
I'm gonna drown
But-
myself trying to drink in VR. Hold on. Don't look at me.
Delay. Drink.
Don't look at me.
So anyway, I'm gonna start flashing through these a little. I'm gonna move a little quicker through the images.
Why
So
are you
here's a
still
few
looking
more.
at me?
Mattering.
So
All right, there you go.
after we did the Imperial Garden, we went to a place called Nakano. And the reason I take this picture is because if you remember in anime, you kind of see these in kind of like, if you ever see slum areas that are slum or lower end or more dense normal people areas with all these wires going on in the anime, there's a reason that they make it look like that. It's because it actually is like that in places.
There's a good couple worlds in Resonite of this exact section type. It's really nice. I've used it for photo opportunities.
So yeah, it actually is that happens. We went out for dinner, and then the next day we went to Akihabara section. So from there, let's see, this is kind of a couple pictures of Akihabara, just kind of get an idea, and then I saw something pretty cool. You actually you can actually ride on carts on
Mario
the
Karts.
streets.
Yeah, the Mario
Yes.
Karts.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding this.
Yes.
The dude that looks a little bit in red, almost like he's Mario, is he the tour guide and it's like actually
Yes.
a tour going on?
Yep. It's basically
that is
a tour.
awesome.
It is
so
absolutely
cool.
awesome. And this was on Akihabara, and I'm like, if that was in the United States, that would not fly legally because, safety reasons. But
Yeah.
anyway,
People can't drive in America.
Yeah.
yes. Oh yeah, here's the funny thing. Walking and dealing with traffic is like a polite New York. They don't honk constantly. They just the most you'll get is like a little and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you
what they-
said an oxymoron. A polite New York.
And
Yes.
that is what Japan is. Japan is a
Yes.
polite New York. It's great.
Exactly. So the thing is that when there's cars, like when you have a bunch of people crossing and there's cars that need to move, they just slowly just nudge up when it opens and just keep slowly nudging through the passing of people very slowly, very politely, no honking, no loud noises 99% of the time. Like I said, it's like a polite New York. It makes no sense. That's the best that's my best description of
It's because there's less Italians.
it. Yeah. So anyway, after that, we went to a Final Fantasy 14 themed dinner. It's good. The food's good, but it's really expensive. I think this meal was like 110,000 yen, which is
Youch.
expensive.
You're mostly
That's-
paying for the upkeep of
You're paying
everything
for the
looking
theme,
good.
but
Yeah.
I will say the food was good. This is this was
is that one of the fried potatoes?
Yeah, the spiral fried potatoes on
Yeah,
lamb. It's really
That's
good.
so good. That looks so
I
good.
love it.
And then at the end we had dessert of these little mochis. They were really sticky. All right. So then, this is then another day later. We went to, I think, Shibuya.
Look at that person at the bottom middle, just confidently staring at you.
No, it's like everything normal Japanese people. American with a mullet from the 70s, it just appeared.
Yes.
Oh, but then this lady in front of you, or this guy, just here. It's not even like looking to your left or to your right. It's like that's dead center. Like you're holding a camera while you're taking a picture of me.
All right.
It looks like
So-
a Joji impersonator.
Yeah.
Guys.
So anyway, we continue on. Here's more pictures. It's, you see all these screens. There's audio playing from them, very loud and all that kind of stuff. And so we actually had a friend that was taking us through this section, a friend that's basically is living in Japan right now. Here's the thing you learn. One, they like English speakers. They do not like Chinese speakers.
Well, yeah, there's like a
yeah.
culture
Why?
war. There's a culture war between Japan and China.
There's currently a Chinese water company that is getting attacked because their logo looks like one of the Japanese vexillological like flag designs, just because it's red on white, and they're like boycotting a water company, and it's like, why?
Well, also because I discovered that Chinese tourists are probably one of the more troublesome, or probably one of the most troublesome. That's why.
Yeah, all
on top
over
of that.
Oceania areas. Like, I hear a lot of the Australians really hate when the Chinese tourists show up because they're the ones that are like, oh, the cute kangaroo, and they're like, no, don't. And it's like, oh, look at this water, don't touch it. Listen.
I want to go for swim in water.
I want to swim with the nice kangaroo.
Yeah, kangaroos will drown you.
Yeah.
So we end the evening with going to a ramen shop. Here was my ramen with a big chunk of kakage right in it.
What'd you get, like miso or
It's tonkatsu. It's tonkotsu.
I would not. I would
tonkotsu.
not survive in Japan for like regular, like their normal foods because I don't like eggs and I don't like seafood.
Well, there's an issue. You would die. You would
I
definitely
would
die.
die because they put eggs and seafood into everything.
We'll find Wolf in an alleyway, like attacked because he doesn't like the eggs, and he's just stuffed with the spiral potatoes.
You don't like our
I might be
potato.
part Irish. But
Fine,
come on.
we're gonna feed you.
He might be
and we're gonna
part
feed you
Irish,
good.
but you're just going to be dead in the Yamcha pose.
All right. So anyway, moving on from there. On the way back, walking from that, I decided to take a picture of an aquarium full of pufferfish at a pufferfish restaurant. No, I did not go in there because I refuse to touch pufferfish. I
Fugu.
care about my health.
you worry about fugu and getting poisoned.
What's fugu?
Like the most deadly, like
The fugu
Pufferfish
pufferfish.
sushi.
Yeah.
don't cook it.
Pufferfish.
Yeah, they're super poisonous, and if the person doesn't cook it, or will not cook it, cut it up right. Because if it's not cut up right, you can die from eating it.
Yeah.
It's
Damn, I'm going to
like
Japan.
It's a much higher level of eating deer, where it's like, oh yeah, you can eat deer, but if the deer got clipped in the back, like its intestines are going to put all this goo in your food, and it's going to poison you. Like, it's like that, but on a much smaller scale. But
It's
I'd
poison.
honestly, I'd honestly feel that any like sushi chef in Japan is more than likely going to know exactly how to cut a fugu fish.
Yeah, the
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
The problem is if they make a mistake and they have a bad day. That could be your bad
Yeah.
day.
Yes.
That could be your last day.
It's a bad day if it's your last day. All right.
I mean, no,
Yeah,
a lot of people
alright.
have a good last day.
Until you have the fugu.
I mean, like,
Fair.
I would love to go to Japan, like, just to find like a really old dude that like looks like he's been in the sushi industry at least 70 years. Just like hands seem shaky, but as soon as he's cutting, like he is flawless with everything.
Oh yeah.
The ones that know like how to make sushi by only touching it with their finger once. Like that level.
That would be cool. Like watching a master in their craft in any aspect.
What
In any aspect at all is actually just really cool.
What Asian country had fried rocks? Is that China?
That sounds like a Chinese thing.
That might be.
Yeah, I know one of the Asian countries has a food of fried rocks. They
mean-
take just rocks, just regular rocks, and they coat them in like seasonings, and they fry them, and then they give you literal rocks that have been fried.
How do you eat them?
You suck on the rocks, you get the flavoring off of it, and then you spit them out and give them back to them.
I actually
So-
remember. So I know one of the ones that you're talking about, and one of the ones that's really funny. So there's a rock that is basically like tobacco. And there's like video of some of them doing like little bits of it. And then you see like one person take a bunch of it, and everyone's like, whoa, what the fuck to him? And he's like, what's up? And they're like, you just basically did the equivalent of smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes, and you're going to have like the nicotine feeling of that.
Oh no. Oh no. That poor
So
man.
So anyway, there's one last picture of the area, and then we're on to week 2. I'm gonna start it with this video here.
Have
Again,
to get
let's-
it big on the
Yeah.
on the camera.
Also,
Right.
I will need to
And
be right back in a moment.
4 out of 5 users loaded. Hopefully everything.
4 out of 5
but-
dentists agree.
The last dentist
Alright.
we hung.
Last
with
dentist
this-
is a bitch.
I don't know if it's going smoothly for you guys. I hope.
It's
It
playing.
is. Can I do really fast? I'm gonna pause it.
Sure.
Wolf, you need to make sure this is broadcasting for you, otherwise people are not going to hear it.
I mean, everything's off of my audio is off of camera.
The camera, but just make sure that that is broadcasting for you, and even then, it's still going off of you.
And
It should
doesn't-
still broadcast.
I'm not as worried
They
about.
could hear it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not
I just
worried
wanna
about
make
I
the
sure.
can hear
audio,
it.
I'm more-
They can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried
Alright.
about the audio. I'm more interested in the video because here you have a very special train come in.
Why did I just get running in the 90s stuck in my head and just LOL internet?
Running in the 90s.
Hopefully. Yes, this is.
My question is, why doesn't America have proper high-speed rail, but Japan has like the fastest trains, and it's not like as long of a distance as America has to travel?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I have some suspicions, but I'll keep them to myself for
The auto industry has been lobbying.
Yes, actually, I put that in the aviation industry
Because if
and
we had
bureaucracy of
proper
eminent domain.
there's a new
Hey,
high
look, their
speed rail.
trains are so pretty. Look at that thing.
'Cause it goes like 200 plus miles an hour.
Yeah,
It's 320 kilometers for these ones.
Yeah.
That's dang fast.
300,
Yes.
300 kilometers an hour is 186. So
So
About 200.
that was. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that out because we're done with that video, and then
you know, really, it was Elon Musk's Hyperloop that was supposed to.
Yeah.
That would have never
no.
worked.
this one say week 1, 2. I'm sorry. Let's say week 1, 2. Yes. No, not that one.
That's Mount
Not that one?
Inari.
Gonna push you to the
Not
back.
in any of the.
Ooh, he's chugging. Oh Lord, he's chugging.
Oh Lord, he
All
chugged
right.
us.
All right, that's safe for later. That is. Oh, one thing that's kind of useful, which right now you can enlarge it. But this is what the transit cards kind of look like. I'm looking for excuse. Off.
You're cutting in and out
Awesome.
again. You're
Yeah,
chugging pretty hard.
your connection is like killing itself.
Well, I'm gonna hold on as long as I possibly can. So this one is just to give you an idea of just how quick it is to get through. You can see the card, and you just walk right through like
Oh, wow.
that. So that is your experience with transit. You keep that thing charged up, you just move right through. Now,
That's so nice. You know how long it takes to move through transit areas in America?
On our,
let's see,
on our
there was
slow speed
one
rail.
more.
It takes forever.
Yeah, Newt's
There was
going to AC on slow speed rail, and it's gonna take
I
him like
know.
a day and a half.
A day and a half. He's gonna be on the rail for 3 days.
I thought it was 2 days or something like that, like a day and a half, 2
It's
days
like-
of actual
Okay,
rail.
it's 2.5 days of actual rail and like half a day of overlay.
all right. It looks like I have to.
That would take like
I'm missing.
4
one
hours
video.
if it was high speed rail.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If
Here we go.
if we could like get high speed rails here,
Oh, no.
we could cross the states in 24 hours. Easy.
Let me pull out this one.
It wouldn't be
'cause this one's
24 hours to go all the way across. There is a large mountain range that's in the way that high speed rail is very difficult to get through. But
I mean, you just do what we did in the past and dynamite the
Oh.
hell out of it.
They just turn my. Okay, so go ahead and play this one. You may need to readjust. You may need to adjust it, and this will give you an idea how fast that train is. Very fast. We only need to play part of it though.
it goes just about as fast as I go on a motorcycle.
So this is the perspective of speed.
That's why you're a menace.
You could actually see the shutter speed on the camera bending due to the sheer speed. Look at it close.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so fast.
Yeah.
And it's quiet.
Yes, it's all these are all electric trains. Everything is electric here.
It's that already went from like urban to you're completely rural.
Yes,
Right?
It does. That is the funny thing when on this. It's like one side it's rural, one side it's metro area.
Oh man, Tokyo. Where's the map go? Oh, it's farms.
Yes, but you can see just how fast it's moving.
Yeah.
I could
I-
watch this all day.
I love doing that on 2 wheels on an American highway.
Yeah, that's
I love
why.
putting. What?
That's why I would always recommend, unless you have a specific reason why, use the train, not a car. Cars are expensive, trains are cheap.
Yeah.
Because they don't have their own oil there, so everything, the gasoline's imported. You got parking costs, which are sometimes very expensive, especially in the Tokyo metro area. So unless you have a specific reason that the infrastructure does not go out to a place you want to go, rent a vehicle specifically for that. Otherwise, use the train.
I just
Yeah.
Thank
want.
me and your world.
And use a train even because like even if you want to bike because biking free, everything's like me powered, it's going to be this distance, I could bike it. You still have to pay parking on the bikes. There's parking spots for bikes.
See, me going to Japan, I don't want to go do like the sightseeing
Initial
and
D.
stuff. No, I'm going to fucking the Wangan Highway. All right, I'm gonna be sitting there with a car that I am going to import there myself to have there, and I'm going to the Wangan Highway, and I'm taking part in the midnight street races that are there.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible
Sure.
person.
Okay.
Yeah, you just
So anyway,
you just hang out at
for-
the parking areas. There's
for
parking areas on the highway.
highways and cars. For highways and cars, quick little tangent on that topic. Are you familiar with the Need for Speed Fall Guy that they hired?
What?
What?
So for one of the Need for Speeds, they filmed part of it in Japan. They could not get a filming permit and everything for it. They could not get the streets for it. So they filmed it anyway. And then they hired this one dude to take the fall for it. Where when the police came, they're like, okay, who's responsible for all this? And this one guy that they hired for like probably $80 US is just like, it's me. I'm the director. And he spent a night in jail, and then they bailed him out and bought him like all the drinks he could have.
all right. I'm gonna try to
Oh
really
my
get through
gosh,
this
yes.
fast. But I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm gonna go even faster now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So here we are at week 2. So this is our first week in Kyoto.
Matterin stuck on me.
And
Oh,
so
sorry.
starting with this, here's a picture of a river going this, and this is me hiking over to Mount Inari, which
Here,
is where the
I'm,
main Inari shrines are.
I'm going to
Be
put it in
prepared-
frame.
Oh, sorry.
So that-
Fix it. This is adjusted for me.
Right there.
Right there is perfect in frame.
All right. So this is me walking over. This is the starting of getting into the Mount Inari area. There's a bunch of shops here. And this is a different view of that same area. You can see the gate, and then we get into the main shrine there. Now, how many people know what is the most furry thing you can think about Inari Shinto shrine?
I
I
don't know.
don't. I don't. I
Nori
don't know.
Toshipuden. No.
I don't know.
I'll give you
I-
a hint. Is this,
Don't I think
the
I just-
zoom's wrong.
I think
There
I
we
just
go.
Know
There we
somebody
go.
that's called Inari.
So the thing is here there are lots of foxes. Lots of foxes
Oh,
here.
Kitsune.
With the
Yes.
fox, I actually need to get close to the one on this side. I'm curious of something.
Okay, go. So one has
Oh,
I
okay.
think, yeah. So
I thought he had a tonto in his mouth. I'm like, ooh, a fox.
So
like
anyway-
me.
Kitsune. Woo!
so the thing is to remember about the deity Inari is he has messenger foxes that wear the red neck piece and are usually white in color. They are messengers. Inari himself is not a fox, unfortunately. All right. But anyway, navigating, here's some pictures of the main Inari shrine grounds at the base of the hill. And then here's a map. This is a very long hike. A very long hike. But before we get to that part, now we bring in the video. And I'll show you one of the areas that it took before I got to the next area. You may need to adjust the video here. I'll
Gonna
play just a
size it up
small
just a
I
tad.
can-
just that here. Perfect.
Dude, do you want it to just fill the entire frame as well, Matterin, or?
We don't need to.
It doesn't matter. But anyway, this is kind of one of the first parts. And so one of the things is they have like literally 1,000 of these orange gates. So here's me walking through them. I'm going to probably do a little bit of skipping ahead because this is a long video and we're short on time. But long story short, you can see lots of orange gates, and you're just walking.
The tour guide needs a flag so that you know exactly where he is. Really good.
Yep.
As an ADD child that would get lost in the grocery store, I require that.
Where'd he go?
You're an
Where
ADD
my tour
child that
guide?
just get lost in anywhere.
Yeah.
You're gonna be lost at AC. You're gonna.
No, I won't. I will not be
No.
lost at AC. You
That's
will
like getting
lose
lost
me at
at
AC.
home.
Yeah, you will lose me at AC, but I know everything of where I'll be.
Well,
So then from here we have more fox statues, and then it splits into two smaller ones, one going up, one going down. And then you're going through a much smaller set of orange gates, going through this. This is just the first leg of many legs. I am skipping a lot of material. I think I've recorded 3 hours of me walking through stuff like this.
I feel like I would bang my head off
It's
of those
Japan.
gates.
It's a lot of walking.
Yeah, it's meant
Yes.
for short people.
Because everyone in Japan is shorter than me. They're like nationally shorter.
You could make money off of just letting them take pictures.
I had an assistant principal in middle school that spent like 3 years in Japan. The dude is 6'7".
So they all just went
no.
up to his chest.
He's a walking tourist attraction for the natives.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is us going through the gates, and it's going to be a lot of that. So I'm not going to show. So imagine that for like a combination of 3 hours. So then I get to midway up, and here's a picture of Kyoto in the daytime. And I keep going up, and I pass a different set of shrines and a bunch of foxes.
Thank you for the sub, Dev. A resub.
Hey, yo.
So here's pictures of different shrines. There's a picture of a fox doing things, which I'm not 100% sure, but your imagination did do that.
Riding
Anyway,
like an otter on the roughest rocks.
yeah. And then I make it to the top. Notice the time of day. It's much darker. It's twilight at this point. I think it took me like 2.5 hours to walk up it. Up a hill. I was exhausted by the time I got to the top, but I made it. And then when I got back down, here's another picture of Kyoto at night. Moving on, this is now Kyoto Imperial Palace. I'm going to skip through much of this. I will say the thing of interesting is over its 500 years of usage, it got burnt down 16 times and rebuilt.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so this is kind of a picture of the grounds. I'm just going to here's a map of the tour area that they had. Here's pictures of the area, and this is a wide picture of me doing the main courtyard area, which is this lower central area right down here.
This is reminding me of when we used to have photo books of like when we went to like when we used to do 1 hour photo at the Rite Aid or whatever, and you would get your little like your disposable camera from your vacations, and you're like, "This is me when I'm doing that, and this is me eating a pizza."
I have one of those where it's me in Washington D.C. and I want to say like a good 7 or 8 of them are drop the camera and it took a cool photo.
Last thing I'll mention is this is what the throne room inside looks like. It's just pictures. These are the thrones for the emperor and his wife, basically.
I take it no public access.
No public access. This is just a picture of what's inside. Then another day I went to Gion, which is southeast of the Imperial Palace, and here was a traditional Japanese wedding happening in public right there. Took one shot, moved on. I did find the anime classic of Fish on a Stick.
Yes.
So I made sure that I bought one. It's basically salted fish. The funny thing is there's no guts in it. They use a pair of chopsticks, go inside, twist out the guts, and pull it out, so it's clean on the inside.
That's impressive. Like, okay,
Yeah.
having gutted many fish, that's impressive.
Yes. Yeah, they just got it with a pair of chopsticks going in and clearing out the academy and pulling it out. That way you don't have to cut it open.
How are we a superpower? I mean, come on, that's magic.
Yes.
It's because we dropped our American magic on top of them in the 1940s.
No, wait, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
We've continued way too far in the wrong way, but faster.
Oh, yeah, continued in
And
the wrong
meanwhile,
way.
they've mastered efficiency.
Yes, they have.
They don't have the
So-
land that we do. They have to do things in their efficient ways. We do things in the American way. Make it giant.
So
Yeah.
here's a couple of pictures of Gion, and then we get to and then last picture I take of this area is this dragon or funsies, and then we move on to the good stuff. This is where things get more fun and a little bit more food. I warn you ahead of time. So let's go ahead and go to week 3. Go ahead and adjust that, and I'll try to keep moving. And this is where things get very interesting.
Do you want to finalize that one there, Glitch?
Yeah.
Final to wiggle. So he can keep showing his lovely vacation to the Japan land. If I go to Japan, I'm getting arrested.
No, you wouldn't get arrested because they couldn't fit you in their cars.
Oh, I can fit in a
Alright.
Kai car.
So what we did is we went into the mountains to Shirakawa-go, is in the mountain areas to go to onsen onsen resort place. And so here's a few pictures of Shirakawa-go. It's just a mountain town.
I don't like that the infrastructure has already been screwed up. Pop back to the previous photo. They put a guide rail over. This isn't accessible anymore.
No, so there's a
it's the
reason for
walk
that.
path.
It's the exit is over here, just off the image. You can see it here. You come around the edge there.
Yeah, but it's still a sidewalk that
Is
got
inaccessible.
something in the way.
So the
Yeah.
reason is if you look at that gray part, that's a storm drain, not a sidewalk. Following.
Oh,
That's a storm drain flowing down. And also the other reason is large buses come in through this intersection right where I'm standing, and they want to make sure the buses don't go riding up and having an accident into people.
I love that they park
So-
on the sidewalk with their tiny cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then this is kind of a picture, and then this is what we're going to be seeing a little bit next. We spent about 2 nights there. So the day we got there and the day we were there, we went through town, and they have all these country houses here. They are modernized on the inside, but they look old on the outside.
That's so cool.
And then here's what a storm drain looks like. There's
yes,
and it's large drain, very large drain.
almost a French drain.
And then of course I found
I
found the body positive furry art.
I was going to say, I have an important question. How many bidets
Yes.
are there?
Everywhere.
Yes. Must go to
They
Japan.
have, and it's even better. They're not bidets, they're washlets. They're mounted onto the main toilet. You have this little
Washlets
one
with
that
wash
sticks
bears.
out.
Yeah,
that
it's
sticks
the toilet mounted bidets. Not the actual,
Yes.
not a separate bidet. Because there is the separate bidet that you could have, that you could just next to the toilet, that you just stick your butt in and splash the water on. But no, they have the fancy ones. They have the ones that have heated
they have
seats,
the ones that.
the ones that are robotic.
Yep. And let me put it to you this way: it was unusual for me not to have that. It almost always there was a washlet, even public toilet.
Public
Also,
toilets,
they don't have the.
they have the
also
squatty potties at the toilets though. The squat, like a lot of the public ones, if I recall, they don't have the ones that you sit on like America. The ones that you squat in front of.
There is a couple I did see of that, but a lot of them also had the more traditional American with the washlet where it cleans where it's, more of a traditional toilet.
Yeah, the butt pressure washer.
the car wash for your ass.
I need
So
those
anyway-
here.
I
So
need to
anyway,
get- I
we
want
got
one as well.
Body positive furry art right here, which for shits and giggles. And then here's the actual hotel. So you have to so this is fancy You actually have to take off your shoes at the entrance. And then here's the actual room. Everything's Tommy on the inside. And then comes dinner.
Oh my gosh.
This is
That's so cool.
This is fine dining. This is Japanese fine dining happening. It was $500 a night, but it was worth it for those 2 nights we were there.
Like 500 yen a night?
No, USD. probably.
$500 US
Oh
dollars.
my gosh.
It is expensive because you got a natural onsen there.
That's
got-
not that expensive for like higher class.
Yeah, exactly.
Think,
Not higher class.
think our AC room is normally like that price. Like if it's outside the con, it's like $400+ a night.
Yeah, but
Something like
this
that.
is America. It's supposed to screw over the middle class.
They don't do that. They
They
just
definitely
it's
don't
a
do that.
regular fucking hotel room, except
They just give you a breakfast in the beginning, and you have to hope that
Yeah.
you're there in
Hey,
the
so
there's
first
the
20
dinner.
minutes.
There's the dinner
So,
too at this hotel. Though.
This is a
Cool.
So this is a multi-course meal. You can actually see it under those things. They actually have flames under them, so it's heating up the food or the steaming this little soup that's in there in front of you. And then they have an induction cooktop with a hot pot area.
Those flames
That's
would
so
cause so many
cool.
fires in America because people are retarded.
Yes.
So we're admitting that Japanese people are overly smarter than us?
Yes,
Yes.
because of the 1940s.
Not even.
Yes. So anyway, here's a sashimi dish that they had, and then they had
Ooh.
I believe
Was that Wagyu?
So I think this is a slightly different meal. What they did is they have pizza strips of steak and a shallow bath of sauce that was in there. You would cook it in there, cook the meat in there.
Mm-hmm.
You would then scramble the egg. That egg has no salmonella in it. It is raw. That is a raw egg. Scramble it and dip the meat in there and you put it right in your mouth.
Ooh.
Because they vaccinate their chick. They could do.
Ooh.
Eggs,
we
eggs are
vaccinate our
really safe
chickens,
in
too.
Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
For it's also just you make sure that the chickens don't have salmonella and things like that. Our
And then-
chickens
Cloud
in
has
our yard are fine.
Cloud has a question. Do folks
Yes.
at Japan really drift to drive?
No.
No,
No, that's
the
a-
average
that's a-
Japanese drives really easy.
They
They don't drive fast unless they're fit in a certain group. Well, then yes, drift does happen.
Yeah, that's the car culture people. The ones you see are the ones that they'll go over to like the mountain. I forgot which mountain they go to. But there's one of them they go to a mountain and they just fuck around on it for a while.
I see a bunch of the mushrooms that go good in soups.
Yes. So then after you cook all the meats, the grease and the juice from the meat now are in the marinade that's in the juice that cooked them in. Then you put the vegetables and you cook them in.
Oh, that sounds so good.
That's it. And then that is it. And then after that, that was kind of our 2 meals. Unfortunately, I had to cut out some because of time. As you can see, there's a lot of material. So then after that, come back to Kyoto to a different hotel, or that hotel. And then I find inside this bullshit.
Are those NFTs on the wall?
They
Yes.
That's so
I don't know
funny.
I don't know where this came from. I almost, and then they were real paintings.
Somebody painted NFTs.
Japan, no. Japan is strong with crypto, but like at least this is a better non-fungibility if it's like just original paintings.
Yes, these are original paintings to look like NFT.
Yeah.
I almost thought they were a parody of NFT.
They are. They're a parody of it, and it's actually really good. I like it.
I approve.
So this is what I thought this would get a chuckle out of some people on
It's
that.
so good.
And then a couple days later, my friend tells me that there's an automaton in the local Yodobashi. This is what I saw coming in. Camera equipment. More camera equipment. All out tangibly where you can touch it.
You should have got me some cameras because I need one.
So you can see all, and then here, and so you can see they have all sorts of things. They're out there. They're tangible. This was a down low, full on racing setup that they had on display.
Looks like
This
a Logitech G920.
Yep.
It's running Windows 11.
And then all the keyboards, a lot of them were mechanical. You could touch them, and since you could get a feel of them. And then, of course, I found a Wacom tablet out, so I had to write in it. Giggles.
Those Cintiqs are good.
Yeah, they are. I want one really, really bad.
Yeah, like I'm looking at cameras right now, and I'm
And then I found this.
like, Jesus Christ, they're so expensive. Hey, the Pico.
Yes.
I got that hanging on the wall over there.
So in this particular case, this is where I happen to mess with plays with VR headsets. And unfortunately, the Meta ones were just a video pre-can play, but the Pico was a full running, fully working.
Because you don't technically need the you need the setup a little bit with the Pico's login, but it's not like Meta where they're really strict. You can just kind of have that one login. Once it's set up to that one login, it's fine. Meta is pretty fucking strict about that shit. They want your data. Meta wants all your data.
Yeah. So what happened was I discovered there was VR chat on the Pico.
You went to VR
and
chat?
So
the Yodobashi had an account. I was there when he's like, I got to be in VR for the first time. I played VR chat. I understand you guys now.
Yeah, I had my coming to VR furry experience in a Yodobashi in Kyoto.
Yeah.
and so
a Pico's a good headset too for like entry-level headset. Like it's got good detail. Like it's lightweight. It's a decent headset to like have. It's the one I push people towards for entry-level headsets. I say I know it's ByteDance, but Pico's definitely a much better headset as a starter than a Quest 2.
Let's see if this works. Hold on. All right.
Did you buy one?
I bought a Pico 4 while I was there.
Yeah.
While I was in a call with him making lockpicks, he was like, you know what, I'm going back to the Yodobashi.
I'm going back.
Yeah, because you got a Pico 4, but yours is the Japan locked one, right? So it's like all in Japanese, or
Nope.
is it a European version?
Nope. I was able to turn it to English. I had no problems.
Yeah, because I know they sell them in different nationalities. Like Keela has her Pico 4, and that one is, I think it's European, if I recall correctly. We had to sideload the app onto her phone so she could log in and set up the account because it was not American. It wasn't in the American App Store.
Yes.
Mhm.
I had to go through all those loops and things and sideload the companion app to get everything working. But once I did it all in Japan, so it all worked.
And virtual desktop is needed for the Pico because their streaming app is fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, I went right to
Yeah.
virtual desktop. So let me get to turn on seated mode. So basically, I basically got into and bought a Pico 4 while I was in Japan for about $360, 48,000 yen.
Welcome to the crippling addiction of always wanting to solely upgrade your VR set now.
Now
Yes, I can already sense it.
you're gonna want to get eye tracking, and you're gonna want to get face tracking, and then you're gonna want to get full body tracking, and
Full body. Yep.
Already do. Already experienced it because already do. So the funny thing is when I got in, I had the only laptop I had was this 8 gigs of RAM, integrated graphics, Yoga 6. I was able to figure out how to do wired tethering to that laptop and turn down the resolution so that I can actually use Resonite on a small integrated graphics laptop with 8 gigs of RAM.
Those
It's
graphic
fantastic.
settings couldn't have come sooner.
Yes, they
Yes.
could
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then at this point, I started having a whole bunch of fun with it. But anyway, there's more stuff that happens later, but I'll get back to it. So anyway, let me reset Zoom on that. So anyway, after that, we then go to Kobe. Now, this is a really cool building, but there's something very specific and actually kind of sad. So we go from happy, crazy VR to sad.
Yay.
He's,
Because this goes back to the 1995 Kobe earthquake. And it discusses all the stuff that they had to do about how many, the people that died, the recovery, and then the rebuilding and the recovery and some of the regulations that they had to do afterwards. One of the things you'll notice in Japan is there's a significant number of buildings where there's no ceiling panels. It's just exposed above. We don't know for certain this, but it occurred to us that because they have frequent earthquakes, they may just not put in ceiling paneling because it's just
It could
another
fall.
hazard that could fall on your head.
Yeah.
So they have a concept of they can't stop earthquakes, but they try to mitigate the damage and what they can do. And one of the ways they do that is by and that may be one of the ways to do it. So anyway,
I wonder on the glass for that. Like the glass on the outside is it like glass that's able to give a little bit of a wobble in the event of another earthquake so that it doesn't all shatter?
I have to assume that it's partially for styling, but partially to demonstrate what you can do with earthquake safe technology.
It's earthquake safe. It's really neat looking. It's
A lot of their buildings
I like
have earthquake resonance devices underneath, so they're attached to a lot of like the buildings in high earthquake zones, especially the taller towers. They have a weight underneath that the building is attached to, so as the earthquake hits, it puts an opposite force and it stabilizes the building.
Yep, all that type of stuff. But now we're done with. We did visit Chinatown. Wasn't that great? I didn't think it was worthwhile to show a picture of it. But everything
going to
is
Chinatown
got a
while
Japanese.
being in Japan. Japan's a lot more what you were there for.
It has you get the thing that's cool if you do that is you get the idea of what does Japanese interpretation of Chinese food looks like versus American. So it is an interesting experience on that.
China is
Did
Japan's
you go to
Mexico.
McDonald's?
Yeah, but anyway,
Did you get to go
next
to
day-
McDonald's?
my friends did. They said it was just McDonald's.
It is. I just think it was kind of funny.
There's some exclusive things. I just saw McDonald's has butterscotch pies, and now I want one.
No, you need to go to KFC in Japan. They really like KFC in Japan.
Yes.
Yeah. So next, another day, we go to Osaka, and we do two things. And the first one is this. All right, what
Zoom.
happened?
He zoomed.
Oh, come.
Here.
It's just
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
He's getting his VR
And-
legs.
Yeah.
So the long thing is this
Lower
is special because you got a grill in the center, and this is for an important purpose.
Food.
All you can eat Wagyu beef.
Oh, this was this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah, he spent like the price of maybe like 4 ounces in the United States on all you can eat.
Yes. And then one of the things we ordered, which just to kind of make it, I'm trying to figure out how to expand this.
Grip with
there we go.
He's getting his VR legs again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's figuring out how to VR.
That's good. That's good.
So unfortunately, it's rotated 90 degrees.
Is it? Mine looks
It
fine.
needs to be rotated. But anyway,
Which way? This way?
this is
Hold
them.
on.
Yeah. So basically, it's right.
There we go.
It was
Yeah,
it's
like
right
that.
side up on our end.
Is it
Yeah.
that?
Right.
That
No,
doesn't
Yes,
that
seem
looks
right.
rotated.
That looks rotated.
Yeah,
90.
that looks rotated on our side.
Yeah, rotated 90. And so what they
Oh.
did here,
It looks
is-
rotated, but oh well.
basically, they cook it with a blowtorch, wagyu sushi. So I wanted to show that is the good stuff right there.
Yes, and let's see. Wait, where's the
Actually,
camera?
Guess how much it
You
guess
can't
how much
get
it
it too
cost
close. I
me.
have it FOV'd to high heaven.
Hi, there's a camera
So-
right there. Right here. It's just.
Oh my gosh.
You're dingus.
What do you mean? I'm a dingus.
So basically, the amount it cost me was 12,000 yen for 2 people, where you can eat unlimited wagyu for 2 hours.
So, did you leave fat?
Look
Yeah.
at his avatar.
Yes,
You tell me.
That avatar can get fatter than that. I know. I have it. All right.
Yes.
Well,
Long story short, yes, I ate as much as I could safely. And it was all very good.
No, you're supposed to eat as much
And it
as
was
you
all
can, not safely.
unsafely.
Unsafely.
Unsafe mode. Go.
Okay, but yeah, it only costs you 12,000 yen, which let's see, it's
Like
150
$34?
yen per US dollar. So yeah, it's like $40 for 2 people. So basically
That's a-
$20 a person for
It's a
2
dang good
hours of
buffet.
eating.
That costs as much as a
Yes.
pizza around here.
Yeah.
But you
Exactly.
can't eat a pizza for 2 hours straight.
Yes.
I can.
You
Don't
can,
fucking
but
tempt me.
it's not.
With-
It's not
with
the
the-
same.
With the timing of you have 2 hours to eat as much wagyu as you can, a lot of that
In
time is
2
probably just going to
hours.
be you sitting there having a mouth orgasm of like, "Ooh, this is delicious," and not
Oh.
eating because you're loving it too much.
No,
Mhm.
that means that's if you're not eating like me.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
I eat
the
eat
one
with
thing-
I'm a black hole, so it doesn't matter how good it tastes. If I eat it faster, it means it tastes better. So I'm just like, if I'm just inhaling food, it's like this tastes good.
So
Yeah.
the thing is to remember is how they slow you down is you have to order it from the computer to keep it coming. So it's generally pretty quick, but they only allow you in that 2-hour time frame. They only allow 90 minutes where you can order as much food as you can eat. The other thing is if you waste it, you pay a penalty for it. So they don't want. So you can have as much as you want, but you're not wasting any of it.
With the way I eat, do you know how anime shows how they eat noodles? They're just-
Yeah.
That's how I eat. They would just be like, "Bruh, more. Give me all of it."
Well, you could. Yeah. So anyway, that was the all-you-can-eat wagyu, and then after that, we went to Osaka Castle. So we go up to the Osaka Castle. You'll probably notice the lights right here. This gives a hint. Inside, it's just a normal building. They taken the outside, they kept the outside, they gutted the whole building, they completely made it into a public museum on the inside.
It's a normal.
So-
it's a normal building.
This
with
Tiger's
that face.
senior search. This Tiger's senior search history.
It includes E6.
Yeah. So
What the
anyway,
heck, that Tiger's probably on E6.
So anyway, after that, we go up to the top.
Excuse
and
me.
here's-
What the hell?
What the?
Who's put a
Yeah,
police
I
car
think
box here?
Lydia's chorus TARDIS popped in.
Oh my gosh!
Hi.
I'm so glad that camera
Hi.
was there.
You're kind of in a
Oh my
weird spot.
gosh. A little bit, but it's
Directly,
still the.
directly on set.
Yeah.
Oh,
TARDIS-
my
TARDIS
Lord.
TARDIS has bypassed our wall.
Yeah.
That's exactly like the TARDIS.
It
Though.
goes
I'm not
against
even
the
mad.
written rules, but yeah, it's at least cool enough that it's like, okay, that's a fair distraction.
That is valid. I'm not even mad.
And now we got through all that.
Yeah, you're supposed to
If
be.
you can, you need to stay behind the invisible barrier.
Yeah, there's a. Yeah, it's supposed to stay back there with the wall.
So,
Hold
long
on.
story-
It's gonna disappear. Hold on. Sorry. ADHD.
No
moment. I
And this
freaking
is what you
love
love
it.
It's impressive. I love Resonate.
The TARDIS is blasted off again!
Anyway, proceed.
Anyway, long story short, now we're on to our last week. We come back
My
to
shrink is just a
Japan.
tad.
And let's see, I think I have one thing I forgot to show when we went to Osaka. Let's see, no, it's right this way.
It's wrong
So-
for us that way because you're definitely 90 degrees off for us.
Mine's
Okay,
right that way.
Mine's not
Rotate
right
it.
this way.
Mine's
I'm
right.
the one that matters.
Yeah, he is
Show
the
it
one
up
that
into
matters.
the one where the image looks correct. On that one, if the image looks
Image
correct
looks
on
correct
this one.
like this.
Now you're broken.
All right. So this is actually really cool here. To get to Osaka, they have special trains that run on the weekends. That this is my friend walking ahead. And they have this special train where each one's themed in a different season.
Oh, so like the one there's autumn.
Yeah.
That's so
Autumn,
cool.
and then they have little Japanese gardens on the inside.
And then this is the end of the train right here.
So your friend just lives in Tokyo?
No, this friend traveled with me. Me and two other guys traveled together. That guy there paid for all the hotels for us to go.
Wow.
So he has money.
So he's yes, he has money.
So what you're saying is get good friends with him.
Well, he's
Saying
already went once.
get buddy with,
What I'm saying
with
is-
rich people.
Well, he was the one that wanted us. He wanted to bring us along. We said I can only do about this much a budget, which for me was $4,000. And he said, fine, just pay for your flights and your experiences, and I'll cover the hotels. So you can see, all the different things will pop inside here, and you'll see one of the gardens.
He was your Twitch subscribers.
Yeah.
So this is the inside of what the train looks like.
That's so
And
pretty.
strange. Yes. I do a lot of work to make sure that I don't expose people's faces as much as possible, out of respect. So there's certain photos and videos I'm purposely not showing because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But here's an example of one of the Japanese gardens on the inside.
If I was drunk, I would fall in that.
No, if you were drunk, you'd fall out of it because you'd be inside it already.
I'd be stomping all through it. Screaming obscenities.
And then we find a place here, and
Okay.
I cut the video off there. So that was the walk through the train. There's one more on that. Let me clear that out. There's one more, and this is just a
studio,
quick pic.
Japanese garden.
Studio videos might be frozen. I'm going to quick check.
Studio mirrors are frozen. They're working fine here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they're working fine on my end as well.
You might need to
So,
reload the map if you are
it-
having
oh.
issues.
Video wasn't playing on
I've
there.
been deleted. So this is just. I'll just show the picture of another garden in there.
It just
Okay.
rotated it so it's upright.
Every time he loads one in, it's a different rotation.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It just loaded in this way. I don't know why it did this. But anyway, what's fancy about this is you can see another
We are
garden
on a
there.
train That only
That's
is
so cool.
run during the weekends. And on the interior, they give it different seasons. And then here they have a little Japanese garden right here.
Yep. And then that is the last of the videos. So good news, no more videos at this point. And then this is the last week. Now, the thing is, this is going to be much shorter because what happened was first week, everyone was fine. Second week, one of the guys gets sick. Third week, another guy gets sick. Fourth week, I
Your
get sick.
turn.
My turn. So it's going to be a little shorter here. So anyway, here we come back on. We come back to Tokyo, and we're going to spend one night there. We went to the Robot Hotel. Unfortunately, I have a video floating around here, but I cannot show them because for reasons.
Yeah.
For reasons. But basically, you have these things that look
Ooh.
like
Fisto?
mannequins.
Stop.
Please assume the position.
Oh,
Assume the position.
The Robot Hotel. You gotta have Fisto.
You don't
Yeah.
have to, though.
I mean, I've seen enough videos from the Robot Hotel.
Yeah.
Doesn't it also have like a robot ice cream maker there, of course, in the lobby?
I don't. To be perfectly honest, I did see a robot like display there, but I couldn't get it to work, unfortunately. Fuck it. There we go. Reset Zoom. So we didn't spend a lot at there. I'll be perfectly honest. The rooms themselves were kind of mediocre. It's more the theme that's important. So if I would only recommend, going there for a night if you want to experience the robots. The only problem is they only
It's
speak
the Vegas
Japanese,
Clown
and
Hotel.
long story short, it wasn't that impressive just because I think they only talked when they knew a Japanese person was in front of them. If you set to English, they bow to you, but they don't actually speak.
So
So
they're racist.
Yes.
No, they're
They're
just
not.
you're,
No, they're not.
they're not
completely set up
racist.
as
You're
all.
just in Japan.
No,
That's
they're
what
racist
you want.
against
they're not
foreigners.
racist.
not
I won't
bilingual.
be-
Issue.
Skish you.
Yeah.
They're
So anyway,
insensitive.
that evening we go to another theme cafe, this time Monster Hunter. So this
Oh,
is kind
cool.
of what it
Oh,
looks like
cool.
inside. And then, here's a drink we ordered for that one. And then, of course, there's the
Oh my
meat and-
gosh, yes!
yes.
I have so many hours of this game. My gosh, I want to go here.
And then, of course, they have to have the giant sake cup.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't show it, but I actually do have pictures of myself actually drinking from one of these
So
with one
you
hand.
ended up drinking sake, or
It was not good. Yes, but it wasn't it was a very watered down sake, watered down flavored sake.
okay?
So nothing too serious,
Well-
but I did actually.
So sake's usually very light, very non-invasive of a taste and everything. For one of
It
them
was
that
a
I had,
very
it had
light
like
taste.
a chocolatey aftertaste. But sake is like smooth, soft, everything's good, and then it hits you like a fucking brick wall.
I didn't like sake when I had sake. I just didn't like it.
Yeah,
This is
It's
what
the-
I had.
Oh, that looks so good.
Zoom.
Wow. Okay, so that's what I had, and then for dessert I had that, which was a parfait with a.
My brain's trying to
So-
process this picture.
like blue crystal bird's nest.
Yeah.
I think it was it's based off of a weather unicorn in the game. That's the theme of this
Kieran.
one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's based off the Kieran, so they made a themed dessert off of it. That's what that is.
That thing's freaking annoying. Anyway, proceed.
Then after that, I of course had to. We did take a couple. Yes.
Sorry,
We took a couple
I love
picture.
Palicos.
So we took a couple pictures, and then we decided. Then the next day, we took my friend wanted to fly to Okinawa to visit a friend. So this is us going from Tokyo to Okinawa, which is like Japan's Hawaii. So if you've ever been to Hawaii, you know what the weather feels like in Okinawa.
Yeah, calling Okinawa Japan's Hawaii is very fitting.
Yes. So, I have, of course, and here's the double of that. That is fried spam.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't like spam.
Yeah.
I'm actually really craving that now. That's great.
That looks really good, actually. I've had like
Yes,
different
it
kinds of
actually was
spams.
good, but it was a little too salty. That's the problem. But it was
That
good.
is spam. That's exactly what spam is. It's salt and meat.
It's,
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
you
salt,
can't.
it's salt and meat that you can't identify where it came from.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway,
salt
they-
from the farms and meat from the ocean.
It's
So,
spam.
funny
It's
enough-
salt and potentially a meat.
Yeah.
so the thing is there's a lot of people from the U.S. because there's a U.S. military base in Okinawa.
Yep.
So one of the friend there actually works as a contractor on that base. So he was able to take us around to places. He took us to some of the local shops. He told some history. Like, for example, I forgot to put this in, but because I was realizing time is short, because I had to cut a lot of stuff out. But basically, they had this giant tug of war rope that was there that they had laying out on a little, like on a commemorative memorial there. A giant piece of rope that was, I would say, this thick, probably, if not bigger. Massive.
Wow.
Anyway, here's the brakes, and then this is the sea brakes that run along the coast in a lot of areas for dealing with tsunamis and
just highways
storm
and high
surge.
tide. Yeah.
And then I got one this is what it looks like at low tide at one of those areas. It's got. I actually went down there. I saw a lot of black sea stars.
Yeah. That's just like that's a tide pool.
So this did not come out, but what happened is this is a bunch of 360 shots I did of an area that our guide took us to, where it looks like it was like an ancient amphitheater, and you go around the edge. The amphitheater is like over in the center over here. All that's there is kind of like a layout of different rocks and stuff, almost completely gone. But this kind of shows you the view that you have there. Oh, Newt's on.
So pretty. Yep. You'll be getting in here in just a minute.
Then it comes to this. This is the rock formation you could see there.
It feels
And
volcanic as
then-
if it's already like pumice for the entire thing.
Yep. It probably is.
That's how
and then you
Japan's just a floating thing of pumice.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okinawa's going to float away in tsunami.
and then this is a close up of that area that I thought was really cool.
So pretty.
And then later we had this at Okinawa, which is an omelet. Here's the thing. This is like an egg taco on rice. It was really good.
Yeah,
Is it
so this is Okinawa.
absolutely bastardized with ketchup there, or what is that?
Yeah, it is ketchup.
Okay.
Yeah. Ketchup on egg
This is
fine.
American. This is
Oh, yeah.
So the thing is, in Okinawa, they actually have the American village. They actually have Little America on Okinawa there.
That makes sense.
So, and the thing is what they, we told some history. So, for example, after World War II, the U.S. had Okinawa, and then we gifted it back to Japan.
My history teacher. My history teacher, when we got to the no, we can replace fake Newt with real Newt.
Why is there a fake Newt?
Because we needed you.
Where did you get this? Where did you get this from? Did I make this? I just forgot.
I made it. That's the avatar you gave me for the merch stuff. I hit it with the ragdoll maker. So
Oh, there are no anchors.
No,
there's no
anchor
anchors.
there.
My entire thing was I wanted to have everybody set up their anchors themselves.
That anchors
and then
isn't
nobody
ready.
came by for the past 3
The
days.
So smelly.
Anchor's not
Yeah.
ready, I guess,
Dude,
right now.
Do you want an anchor or do you want to just
No, I don't
sit in
care.
full body?
I'm in full body, so it's
We need
okay.
to get rid of the writing
New,
bit.
dead, just sleeping.
Not dead, just sleeping.
Not dead, yeah.
So anyway, hi
What is
Newt.
the camera on right now?
The Def's
Not
doing...
the relevant thing?
No, Def is...
I was doing a presentation on my time in Japan. Also, hi Newt.
Hello.
I'm gathering all the things from behind you. So
You see
that-
I
something
can't wave,
different?
but I'm waving in heart.
He's not-
he doesn't.
You didn't
He's not putting the
notice?
2 and 2 together.
You're not putting it...
Oh my gosh! When did you get VR?
Okay.
Yodobashi.
Pull up the slide.
All right, pull up the slide.
got
Let
time.
me pull it up here.
Do we have time? We have 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've got time. We've got time. He only has like
All
yeah,
right.
we've got time.
less than 10 slides left here.
Why is
You can
the
quickly
why
scroll.
is the camera just pointing at nothing right now?
It's not. It's this.
There's things that
There's
are there.
nothing here.
If you
There's
Oh.
no
pop
one
into,
standing here.
yeah, if you pop into watching the stream,
There's a
it's
document
document
display there.
displays and things.
Huh?
I
It didn't
was
load for
busy.
you.
Yeah, pop into the actual stream.
It just didn't load for him, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be an omelet from Okinawa.
All I see a video.
It's a document
Or-
display.
No, I see this, but like, why are we still focusing on this when everyone else is talking?
because this is we're
mattering.
talking.
It's
We're talking
mattering.
about stuff. Basically, I
Yeah.
kind of did a presentation,
Focus
which is
on the
made up of
people
just
who are
pictures I've
talking
taken
instead of-
on
Nothing.
Okinawa. Anyway, I'll just get through this real quick. I'll save this for later. So anyway, you were asking about since Newt got here, I'll explain it again real quick. Here we go.
Once he figures it out.
He's got. He
There we
has
go.
to.
There we
He
go.
has to learn VR now.
So
Just gonna
I'll
move it
kick
down just
along.
a-
So what happened? Okay.
Move it down just
So
a
what
tad.
happened was, in my third week, I'll show you this part. We went to Shirakawa. We had some tasty food. Here's the body positive. Here's the body positive furry art here, just for shits and giggles. And then we had an onsen, and it was all traditional. And then they had these really nice food setups right here. I'm just flipping through this real quick.
Cliff notes.
Fancy.
Cliff notes.
Cliff notes. We had really good food. We came back to,
NFTs.
Why are you naked?
and then we went, and then I went to the Yodobashi.
Can't believe
and-
you.
Do not.
Give me a second. I
Get away
sensed
from me,
something.
you freak.
I'll touch your leg.
Give
He's
me a
trying to touch
second.
my boobs.
No, I'm touching your shoulder. Now I'm touching your leg.
That-
On your inner thigh.
There we go.
Who's going to
So
violate
anyway,
who at Anthrocon?
When I went,
I violated
so
him.
anyway, getting back to the part where I come in. I was looking for an automaton in Japan.
That looks like a Walmart.
and
It's a
well,
Yodobashi.
yeah. So we go to a Yodobashi, and they had, which is like a B&H photo for Japan, or a micro center, or a micro center and Fry's Electronics when they or a micro center. So there they had camera setups. So if you're into cameras, here's your camera porn right here.
Nikon.
Ooh.
And this is
Nikon.
making me remember that I want to buy a camera, but I don't want to buy like the
Yes.
cheap Chinese ones kind of right now. I want to buy like a Panasonic Lumix because it's like $600, but it's like actual good camera versus a.
So
I'll go get a
Sony
Canon
A15
5D.
moment.
so anyway, they had like cool setups like this racing setup.
Whoa, that is sick.
It's just
Yeah,
a G920.
And so, and then I of
You
course had to
expect me to
write my
know what that
name on a
is.
Wacom. It's a
CT.
Wacom. Yeah. And then they came to this display right here with Quest 2, Quest 3, and a Pico 4.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was I tried all the headsets. Unfortunately, you notice on the Quest headsets, they did not have the strap, and they were running in demo mode. So you had to shove up against your face to even appreciate it. The Pico 4, on the other hand, was just the full Pico 4 just running. And on there was VR chat. And on there was a working display account, Yodobashi display account. So I had my first VR furry experience on a Pico 4 in a Yodobashi in Kyoto.
And then it hooked him.
Yeah, he
And
went
then it
back to the
hooked him.
hotel for my side of the story. He went to the hotel. I'm sitting there making a lockpick, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like it was this. It was really fun. It was really fun. I really like it. I wonder if I could go about this." You know what? I'm going back to the Yodobashi. It's like 4 blocks away. I'm going to go buy a Pico 4. It's only this much, and I can set it up. And then I listen, and what threw me off as I'm listening is like hearing the Yodobashi like having the announcement things go on, and then it pops into English for like a moment. I'm like, whoa.
Also, they had American songs that were Japaneseified in there. So you're like,
Really?
yeah, literally. So like,
Wow.
I think it's like marching on, like they actually had that playing with children
Yeah,
singing
really?
it. Yes,
Oh my
they did.
gosh.
It was so. To me, it was like
I
when I told my
remember
friend.
hearing it too.
And here's the funny thing. It was like I told my friend I both love him and hate him, but mostly love him because it reminded me of my experience as a child of going into the electronics store and just looking at all the cool shit. It was wonderful and addicting. So anyway, what I did was, so I bought it. So now we'll skip back to this. So what happened was I visited a few places, had some good food. I will show you this one part here, Newt, because I think you'll enjoy it. This is a in-person grill. This is a grill that's in the middle of the sink, in the middle of the,
Oh, yeah.
of the dining table.
I've seen those before.
With
Unlimited Wagyu beef.
Yep.
For 12,000 yen for 2 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
40
That's
bucks.
actually crazy.
$40 for 2
40
hours
bucks.
of stuff your face.
A step in your face with only Wagyu beef if you want.
You gotta
It was
randomize your avatar.
beautiful. It was one of
Wait.
it was definitely one of the top meals there. But anyway,
I hate you, Cloud.
getting back to
I
anyway,
resubbed
here's
by the
all
way,
the
if no one
meats.
could tell.
Yeah, I saw.
all the meats, visit Osaka
Couldn't
Castle.
tell.
We'll jump back to
Couldn't
Okinawa
tell.
so that way we can finish this off. So anyway, had good food. We visited Okinawa. I was not sick yet. But then what happened as soon as I returned to Okinawa, my body said, okay, your turn to get sick now.
Doesn't
What the fuck
So
are
I
you
s-
going?
I don't know. I think it's the flight system. Hold on. Wee.
He just fucking flew away.
He
flight
bumped off
system-
every collider.
I think
flying off again.
I think the flight system
So-
decided that it was like you're weirdly scaled, and then it's like bye. But now I can't
So-
quite sit in there. I'll just stand on the table.
So here's
Okay.
a funny thing.
There we go.
So here's a funny thing. So during the 3 days I was stuck in the hotel room, I had a VR headset and an 8 gigabytes integrated graphics laptop. I made it work and was able to run Resonite on a minimalist server with no assets running except just people in there.
Mhm.
And Glitch and I did something kind of funny. He gave me Substance Painter through Resonite. We had to do some weird setups to make it work, but he basically gave me Substance Painter through Resonite.
Yay! Admitting to
was-
software
yeah.
piracy within Resonite.
Well,
You're
no,
right.
so it was
Goofy ass.
funny. It
So-
was I want to be able to work on my avatar. Then we try, and Japan's security, like as it goes through, it goes for 10 minutes. and it's like, boom, connection's dead.
Yep.
And then they
So
try
I had-
again, boom,
so the thing-
connection dead.
So what I did is because I remote desktop into my home computer, connected to Resonite there, we uploaded it from Resonite into that computer.
I can't fit down the
Then once it
stairs.
was on that computer, then I uploaded it to remote desktop to my computer. That was how we had to get it working. But anyway, during those 3 days, I rebuilt my avatar.
Why am I going through the floor?
What? Oh,
Eh.
I
Collider
have
down here
yet
is
to,
funky.
I have yet to set
Ah!
your colliders and things.
Yeah, I fell through the ground, but it's okay. I'm crawling.
And then I rebuilt my avatar.
I drunk.
Did you
There
get
we
fatter?
go.
No.
Yes.
You did know Def got fatter. Def is getting fatter and fatter.
And with
Newt,
with
you're-
belly physics.
You're gonna have competition for being fat.
No, I win.
Okay, we're gonna have a fat off.
I win.
So
Def,
anyway,
walk forward like two,
you wonder what-
2 feet.
Oh, forward 2
Who?
feet?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
you're
so
in
that way you're on
frame.
camera. There you go.
All right. So as you can
I'm
see,
better.
so as you say, you wondered where the wagyu weight was. Here it is.
Aw.
So anyway, once I got better, I got back on. On the last day. This was literally the day before the flight. I said, "Fuck it, I'm good enough to start walking." So I went to Tokyo Skytree, and I went to the top.
Wolf
And so
and
here's the
user
fu-
editor.
Shots of me at the top, and here's some shots up there of the view of Tokyo.
Wow. That's pretty.
And then when I was done, I had this. This was my last dinner in Tokyo, in Japan.
Love that.
So good.
Then this was the last breakfast I had at the hotel.
Chicken smiley face.
This was all. Yep. And then once I
scrub-
fly back,
It's a scrub daddy.
Yeah, it looked like a scrub daddy.
It's a scrub daddy
Yeah.
chicken.
so then the last thing I did before I went is went to the airport. There's a view place at the top of the airport where you can see, Tokyo International. And there's a viewing area where you can see the planes on the top of the thing. So there's a fence there, but basically you can view you're sitting on top of the terminal looking at the planes down below you.
That's
This
so
would
cool.
fly in the US. And so then finally, I make my flight back, and one last treat came my way. This is the last Japanese only treat that I probably knew I would not get back at the States. I was very happy to have it, and I savored it. And
You finished Japan.
that is it.
Now Japan no longer
then that's it.
exists.
Now that Def's gone out of... now,
We ate
you
Japan.
So
Yeah, we ate Japan.
That's where the weight came from. Eating Japan.
So anyway, that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed what it is. There is more stuff, but I cut out a lot.
yeah,
make
we're already
the
a
fit
minute
in the
over
time.
too. Baha. We're over. We're over time. We're
But I
over
made it.
Tim. Barely.
I did make it though.
You did make it, but barely.
There we go.
I knew I
So-
was gonna barely make it. I had to stay late today.
So yay, we did it. Def has VR now and now he can, when he does improv, he can do more than just stand around.
Yee.
I look very much forward for that.
You can
I
actually
had
do
to-
things.
I had to hide the news for a while.
Bless whoever that was.
It was Def.
That's me coughing. I'm still recovering from that
Hey.
cold I got in Japan.
If it was,
I had
if it
to,
was
I
a
had to hide
convention,
him having VR because I was helping him with VR stuff all the time.
if it was
I
convention,
I
it'd
think
be
I
I'm
got
fun.
destroyed
report-
right now.
You got airport crud
Yeah.
or Japan crud.
So, yeah, I
Tourist
actually
crud.
think I got it from my friends, which I think got it from I don't know where. But it was kind of funny how that worked. We were all getting sick one by one, and I was the last one, which actually works out better because at least I've revisited, since I already visited Japan once, the Tokyo area once, and it was after Okinawa, so I was only down for 3 days. One of my friends was down for the entire week, and that was not fun for him. So I
Rip.
consider myself lucky.
Did you wear a mask?
Yes, I did wear a mask when I was sick.
Hooray!
Makes me wonder. COVID kind of just disappeared.
Hooray.
Yeah.
No, it's still there.
But it kind of disappeared.
Well,
All the people that it could have
I
killed
haven't
it
heard
killed
of
already.
anyone in my inner circle, not even inner circle. I haven't heard of anyone near me getting sick from COVID in months.
it's still around. It's just the.
I think we succeeded with the herd immunity thing.
No, it still hits. There's a lot of vaccinations and the different mutations of it.
At this point, it's just it's
Okay, well, the
mutated to something
statistics-
that's more benign.
Statistics are against
That's
you,
it.
so fuck you.
Well,
Suck my dick.
no, it's mutations. That's how viruses work. It's
That's
What-
why we still have the flu, but you understand what I'm saying. The flu is basically COVID. They don't really matter anymore. It's not that big a deal. Why are you trying to fight me on this? It's like universally accepted.
Well, it's not the
What the
herd
fuck?
immunity that
Well-
did it.
Yeah,
It's not herd immunity.
COVID has downgraded to a flu, but COVID is still there.
Yeah,
We basically learned
Why are you
to-
fighting me
it's-
about this?
I just
You
said,
two are
I just
you
said it
two
was
are
not herd
agreeing.
immunity. It's not herd immunity.
You were arguing with me before I even said that.
I said COVID's not gone because it's still here. I'm not lying.
Why is he trying, chat? Why is he trying to be a dick about this? Does anyone explain
Why,
that to
why
me?
are you calling on chat like XQC? I was gonna be like, it's okay, don't be angry, and then you're like, chat, can you believe this guy?
I'm
He's gone full
serious.
streamer.
Chat is on my side. I bet.
I don't know.
I've already seen
I don't wanna bet
partially
anything.
what you look like, except for the scramble. By the time Anthrocon happens, you're going to have completely morphed into Germa.
No, but I already have the body shape of Germa, like
A
big
little bit,
dumpy,
yeah.
but kind of still a beer belly, like at the same time.
Skinny and all of the other amorphous everything that Germa is. Germa is everything.
Dude, I should cosplay as Germa.
All
Wear that
right.
stupid Atlantic shirt or whatever he wears.
I think we have to. Call that a time because I'm getting hungry. Hungry. Thank you, Def.
I want to go play
Always hungry.
Monster Hunter now.
You can't get off yet,
Well,
Mandarin.
You are the monster to
What?
be hunted.
You can't leave.
I'm not allowed to leave.
No,
apparently.
you're under house
Nope.
arrest.
You're under
House
duress.
arrest.
Yeah, you're under studio arrest.
You're on security cameras. You can't leave.
Yeah, I'm watching. Where the hell are you? Wait a minute.
I'm gonna.
Why are you all standing in the center? We have seats, damn it.
Because
I put up
Yeah,
2
we've been
cameras
sitting for
specifically for you
Yeah.
people.
We
I'm
have
gonna
legs.
stick. I'm gonna stick my butt on you, like I said I was gonna. See,
There,
look.
there was a bunch of
I'm not
people
even gonna
that were
sit-
sitting in
Hold
the
on,
seats,
Def.
but they were in default avatars, so they weren't.
Here we go. Hey,
Actually
hey.
around.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
I've
I
got,
don't know who was here when I got here, but they
Why?
waved at me.
I'm.
They're not
They're-
here anymore.
I'm incubating
Dude.
Mandarin.
Newt, you
Help.
the coffee cup will
Not
hatch.
the incubation.
Help, I'm being molested.
I told you I would put my butt on you.
I didn't say I wanted it.
No, you said don't threaten me
Cloaca.
with a good time.
I didn't say you would be the one giving me the good time.
I was
No,
a
Matt, you said
direct
something
threat of
completely
my
different.
butt.
No, it was a direct threat of a butt.
I said my butt.
And then you
So,
laughter.
Newt, you
bad.
you missed one of the first few people to break the rules of coming past the barrier, but they did it in enough of a way that it's like, okay, we can't be mad. Because as we're sitting here talking, a TARDIS just spawns in, and after it's fully loaded in, somebody just walks out, hi!
It was so like I'm not even mad. It was so good.
I thought it was Lydia for a moment, because I'm like, yeah, Lydia's got the TARDIS, they're able to do this, and then somebody
I
else
actually
walks
do
out,
not
I'm
have
like,
the
oh.
TARDIS. I have a
You
hell pod.
did. You had
you
a
have a
TARDIS,
hell pod?
for one of the moments.
Heck yeah.
You can't
I'm
use it.
working on a helipod.
You can't use it. You can't use anything from what's the game? Fucking
Helldivers without a PlayStation
yeah,
account.
yeah. You need a PlayStation account. You can't use anything from it now.
It's
bullshit.
until it's May 30th, and then PlayStation decides to have its dick sucked. Hopefully they can get that changed before then, but I doubt it.
Well, hang on. With it, somebody in one of my chats posted this. They're like, "Man, I'm getting some severe flashbacks to EAC."
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
PlayStation did that where they're forcing it, and the Steam has decided to allow you to refund now because of the change, despite being over 2 hours. So if
fuck you, Sony.
So if you want to protest and want to refund your game because of that change, you can.
That is so beautiful. I really wish.
Another thing.
I wish that everybody could refund VRC Plus after EAC. I would love my 100.
Okay, I have another PSA for people. Discord arbitration thing. If you want to be able to sue Discord, you should go opt out of that like as soon as you can.
The
Can you opt out of that at
Look
any
it up.
time?
You have 30
Wait, what's
days
going
from
on with Discord?
when that posted. Go look
Oh.
up Discord arbitration. You'll see it probably like 16 videos.
Why would
about
I
it.
care? Why do I want to sue Discord?
What if they violate your human rights or some
Everybody's
bullshit?
violating my human rights.
But you wouldn't be able to get money from the lawsuit if
I
you
can't
do.
get money
I get
from any of the
30
other companies
I get
because
2
they have so much
cents.
damn money. You know how many times I want to sue Facebook?
Everyone's against me tonight. I don't know why.
I'm not against you.
Like I'm just trying to spread awareness, and they're like, "No."
Well,
No.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Newt, for giving us awareness.
Thank you. Someone realizes I'm just trying to help.
I'm just gonna pull your tail.
It is goo.
I can be goo too. We can connect our goos together, and
Double
we can
goo.
be goo together.
So with
I
it,
don't
we
like
need
this.
to email arbitration opt out at Discord.
Anyhow, we should go because we're overtime. I pull my chicken off. But we should go. Thank you, Def, for being there and entertaining us for so long, sharing a scrapbook of your Japan trip.
And VR.
And having VR.
Yeah,
Now you can do
it
dirty.
took me like
you can do
3
more,
hours to put that together.
Now you can do more dirty things in VR. Making awkward
I'm
noises.
aware.
Making awkward
He's
noises.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
He's 621 is now real life.
the three of you that are also members of this show, stay after the stream. There is something that needs to go on.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Anyhow,
didn't do it.
I also agree with that.
we are gonna go now. Goodbye, everybody. The studio will get more and more updates. So goodbye, everybody.
Yes.
Have a fun time. Where's my things?
Get reviewed.
Oh, fuck you. I don't want to get reviewed. I want to sit here and not fade to black. I'm going to let him just wave forever.
Have him wave for the amount of time that he wasn't here.
Yeah, the whole time you weren't here, you have to wave now.
An hour and
Feeling the
30
burn, baby.
minutes.
It's going to make him lose weight.
I'm waving
Get a
with
peer-reviewed
you.
ass beating.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
fading now. Bye.
See you guys. Watch. I'm losing.